Hi everyone, this is my son's little T-72 and he's playing with it in the back garden. It's just a basic plastic one. It has metal gearboxes, everything else is plastic. This side is completely jammed, you can't see why. So I'm going to take it apart and see what happens. I thought it might be something you'd like to have a look at on YouTube to see the process of trying to find out what's wrong. I think what's happened is a wire's come loose inside and got stuck in the gearbox. If it isn't that, well, I'm a good stump, because there's nothing in. Now, I've magnetised the front and the back of this, so it's only held in with two screws at the bottom. The reason why I do the two screws at the bottom is the amount of times I've picked my daughter's one up, which is completely magnetised, and lifted the lid off and ripped all the electrics out, which is never good. So let's have a look. Now, so that gearbox to me looks perfectly fine. It doesn't want to go around. There must be something seized I've got in that gearbox. Okay, so what I'm going to do is if I don't want to take the tire apart, we should be able to get rid of this one. Right, let's get an Allen key. There we go. Can't see anything in there. It's definitely the gearbox. Take the motor off and see if the gearbox goes round. Yep, gearbox is these. Now, this could be interesting. I wonder what that is then. Take the motor off. Make sure the motor's working. Yep, that's fine. So, put the tank over here. That's really weird. Maybe that screw will come out, because that's all working. I'll have to look back on the hand bushes. How very strange. Hi fellas, my little son's T-72, I did a video about it yesterday, but I didn't put it up because it was meandering and it made no sense, because it was like something got jammed in the gearbox. Sometimes it happens when a wire gets loose and it falls into the gears and then it gets stuck, and if that ever happens, don't try and force it around, because it may be that a wire from your motor or your smoke generator something's fallen into the gearbox and it's jammed it up. Happened before to me. But I took it all apart. And then I took the gearbox apart and it all fell apart. And I didn't really see what had happened. And I put it back together again and then it's working perfectly freely. But I took it back out again today for him in the garden. And I don't know if you can see what the problem is. And it's a very small problem. But it did the same again. And bearing in mind the grass is a bit long, but it's plastic. I mean, the whole tank is plastic apart from the gearboxes. The drive sprockets, so it doesn't weigh much. It sort of sits on top of the lawn. If I take out one of my other tanks when the grass is this long, it doesn't like it. But over time, and he's been playing it now for about a year, maybe two, so I did these in the first lockdown. Can you see that pinion gear on the larger gear, the teeth have worn and gone. It's very hard to see, but can you see there's a little trough and then what would happen, because there was enough play, it would jam. If I go around the wheel, do you see this side? They're fine. I'll keep going around. Do you see? The tops of the teeth have gone. They've come off. And it was really hard to see yesterday. But that's the problem. So if you ever get that and you can't see any other reason why, check that not the very slightest bit of the top of the teeth of one of the pinion gears hasn't come off. So lucky enough, I had some old Tiger gearboxes. So I've nicked it and put one back in, and now it's fine. And I think these ones are proper steel, whereas these ones I got for my son's T-72 were, I don't know, I don't think they might not have been steel. I did get them quite cheap. But see, now it works fine. I put a little washer in because the spacing on the shaft there is ever so slightly different, just take out some of the play. But it works perfectly fine now. So if it happens to anybody else, check your pinion gears. And it was the very slightest. I don't know if it will focus again, but literally, now I've got it out in the right place. There, do you see them? Just at the tops, just there, they sheared. They've gone. And that made enough play to jam the gear. You wouldn't think it, would you? And this is it working. It's all now fixed. And I think this is the only one that does this. And that's why I did it, it's BB firing with recoil. That's all fine. Thanks, fellas.